Hey, Sebastian's Action Trust. Thank you so much.
Here we go.
Sorry about that, Jenny. That happens with Instagram. It doesn't let us live stream for more than an hour at a time. So we've just been restarting it every single hour, basically.
I think there seems to be an issue with sound.
When we first start, there's no sound, but as soon as we get to someone, it fixes itself.
Yes, you're good. That's good. So I was saying, sometimes we get like we give them shocking amounts because we have to, obviously, we can't just come up with an amount off the top of our head, so it has to be done with the producers. So sometimes our big boss comes in and he loves giving ridiculous offers. So he'll come in and go, "What do you think? Should we give them 100 grand?" And I'm like, 100 grand? Oh my god. So that wasn't actually that out there. I mean, it was an exciting episode. And I think the joy of that, the joy of the setup was that Brad kept thinking, "Oh, things are going wrong. This is set up," and then he'd be going, "Well, no, he couldn't have got everyone else in on this, and it's a good episode, but it could be any episode, any time of day." Because we do 3 a day, and this one just happened to have some really good contestants on it, a good bit of banter, a couple of things going wrong in the background, but that's part of the course. So he kept thinking, "Are we being set up? No, we can't possibly be. I know Jenny wouldn't do this to me."
Well, he was very wrong.
He was really impressed because we didn't let anything slip, any of us. So he brought me in a bottle of Prosecco the next day to say thanks for being a good sport and putting up with all that. It was really good fun though, and it was. You don't see it on the camera, but afterwards, Ant and Dec were chatting to Brad down there, and Dec came over and was like playing with the set. He was like, "Oh my god," lifting up the flap where the buttons are, like really starstruck. I'm like, "That's Ant and Dec, man."
Yeah, they are pretty cool, but yeah, I can imagine if I was on the set of something like that, like The Chase, I'd want to like poke around and just look at everything because it is pretty cool.
Hey, you should come and do the celeb specials when we do them. I mean, we've just had to cancel them.
If we had the
should have been doing them this week.
It's so bad. Honestly, I would happily make a fool of myself. We'd be very good at making people laugh at us. That'd definitely be our role in the team. But you know, actually contributing to winning money would not really be our forte, I guess. But you know,
you never know though.
We can be there for moral support.
You definitely add something though. So if you manage to get back, then there's going to be stuff that you would know that the rest of your team definitely wouldn't.
Potentially, actually, yeah. There's probably some. If there's loads of social media stuff, we got it. That's us. We can do that. But other than that, we're pretty unknowing.
No, I think it would be great, and hopefully later in the year when we get back into the studio.
Yes, I'm sure that is hard at the moment, not being able to get into the studio.
What are you doing? Yeah. It's kind of past the time. Are you learning anything new, or are you just kind of chilling at home?
Yeah, so everything has been cancelled, which is really frustrating. But it does mean that I've been catching up on box sets. I've got some writing to do, so I'm writing a synopsis for a book that you never know might get published one day, but at least it's keeping me busy.
That'd be cool. Anyway, it was amazing having you on. Thank you so much, Jenny, for coming on and supporting the charities and just being all round amazing. Yes. We understand that we are a little bit out of it at the moment. I will admit we were a little bit more kind of on it yesterday, but it has been. I just keep looking back at that, going, God, we were really doing this. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much, Jenny. We will.
You did a brilliant job, guys. Keep it going.
See you later. See you later, Jenny. Bye. And we have an amazing guest, I believe, who's ready to come in right away. Who is about to make me hurt. Here he is. Hello, Mr. Real.
Hello, you two legends. I won't swear because this is a family-friendly show.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that. So, Samira, I think Samira lasted 3 minutes.
Really? No. Yeah. No.
She did well. She did well.
I'm going to try my best not to.
Thank you.
Let me put you in my tripod. What's
we've
going
lost
on?
you a little
Talk
bit.
to me. Oh, okay.
So how have you been keeping? Oh, I'm assuming you're definitely somewhere better than England.
No.
You're in England right now?
I'm in England on my balcony.
I guess it is quite sunny actually. I look out the
I was
window
going to
now.
say, it looked way too sunny, but
It
actually,
is quite
no, it's
sunny.
quite nice today.
I call it. Sorry, I just nearly got locked in. I call it Casa de Spain because as
Right.
soon as the sun shines, we're in Spain, baby.
And no one can tell you
Love it.
you're not. That's the magic of it.
Exactly. Nobody can tell me I'm not. Right. So, talk me through this because you lot are doing a 24-hour live and you're on 20 hours. I just saw on the comments.
So yeah, we're
pretty
dead
much,
inside.
yeah. We're actually on 19 and a half
Wow.
at the moment. So we're going to be going through. Actually, we're probably more like 19 because we're going to be going through to 5:30 to 6 o'clock. Only because we had a few technical difficulties where we were still live, but people couldn't hear us at all.
Instagram's been crashing lately.
It's doing its best. Admittedly, what we're doing to it is not fair to the platform, but you know it has been tricky. So we want to make up for lost time, which is admittedly more time that we will be awake, but it's worth it in the end to fulfill what we said we'd do.
And
So that's kind of what
now?
we're doing. Sorry?
How are you feeling now?
Admittedly, about an hour ago, I could have immediately fallen asleep, but I stopped myself. I managed to just wake myself up. I think the problem I had was I sat down for too long and was looking at a screen because we were doing. Do you know what a Kahoot is?
No, what's a Kahoot?
It's basically
that's
this online quiz that you can do where loads of people can join the same game. So you've got a game code. You show everyone the game code, and then it shows questions on the screen. And people have got the game on their phone, but all they see is 4 colours. And the 4 colours, each one has an answer connected to it that you also see on the screen, if that makes sense. So you have to pick the right colour.
You had the TikTok guy with the ferret or something that he's got.
Kyle with his
meerkat,
meerkat
yes.
Milo. He's so funny.
It's the coolest thing ever. I see him on TikTok the whole time, and I wish I had a meerkat.
He is. Yeah, he's always on our For You page as well. He's a lovely guy.
Where'd you get a meerkat from?
We don't know, but he's got another one.
He lives in Ireland.
He's literally getting another one. We're so confused. And speaking of Casa de Spain, are you staying with anyone in Casa de Spain, or are you?
So I live with my 2 brothers.
Ah,
Yeah, I live
Nice.
with my 2 brothers. So it's, oh god, I nearly got locked out. So it's actually quite nice because I'm not on my own. Whereas there are some people that are in lockdown quarantining on their own, and I can imagine it can be quite hard. Because I think it's been hard. Like the other day, I had a day where I just realised that all this is very real. You know,
Yeah.
like the first week was arguably a bit of a holiday. You know, like stay at home, don't do anything, relax. There's no work, nothing to do. And then this week, all of a sudden, it was like, we're doing this. This is going to be going on for a long time, and it's interrupting absolutely everything. Which rightfully so, because obviously there's coronavirus going around that's killing people. But I think everyone's entitled to feel how they feel and be angry at the situation, even though it might seem selfish to be. You can still be upset with what's going on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
sure.
What's going on with the pink hair? Talk to me.
I did this about 2 hours ago. Literally just for no reason. The box is still here.
Dyed it on here.
Did it live.
did it live.
And then
No?
you ready, Al? Do you want to guess what colour mine is?
Yeah.
Normal. Because I
Normal.
put silver in it and it didn't work.
Oh no.
But it's
You
a lot
You have
softer
to
than
bleach
normal.
it first.
Huh?
Don't you have to bleach it first?
Oh yeah, I just
Yeah.
didn't. I just sort of put it in my hair and wanted to see what would happen.
Just kind of messed up, really.
I kind of expected this to happen, but
I've got a hairless cat.
I think you've told me about this.
Do you want to see the hairless cat?
Yes, please.
I mean, this is incredibly.
I'll
here.
also get my hair full cat.
Okay,
We
stay here.
have a cat with hair.
I know. I've got a cat without. Looks like this isn't. No, I'm not going to say it, but it looks like something.
I can take a wild guess. I'm excited to see this hairless cat now. They do scare me a little bit. I must admit. Here's the cat. We come bearing cat. Yes. What a sweet little man he is. Oh, and he wants to escape.
Bro,
No,
chill,
please,
bro.
please.
Just stay here for 2
Just
seconds.
chill.
I swear,
Chill.
I'll give you
Just
bare
chill.
food and that.
You can have my hand.
I'll give you
can have my
bare
hand.
food and that. Just don't scratch
You can
my
have my
face.
hand.
Don't you bop my face.
You can have my hand.
Don't bop my face.
Just chill. Just chill, buddy. Just chill.
Calm, man. At least we're saving you from like bopping bees.
Right.
So this is our sweet man.
He likes to fight bees.
Ah.
So Gilbert hit up. Gilbert, wait.
Yeah, we have the same problem.
He's very scratchy, but this is Gilbert. Everyone meet
Hello, Gilbert.
And this is Curly.
Curly.
Gilbert seems like a lovely man.
Gilbert is a lovely man. He's a bit, he likes to do what he wants to do when he wants to do it. And
Same with this guy.
But Gilbert meet Curly, Curly meet Gilbert. So
Yeah,
hello.
this is the greatest meeting on planet Earth. I think.
Curly knows kung fu. He just likes to show it sometimes.
Let me
Like,
grab him. Let me
all
grab
that
him.
jazz.
Oh, yours is a bit friendlier. Mine doesn't really like to sit still. Oh, so he's not actually my cat. He's my brother's cat. My brother bought him just before we went into lockdown officially.
All right.
Yeah. And he thought he was buying a 6-month-old cat. Turns out he's a little bit older than 6 months, and we got lied to. He just got neutered and had his testicles removed, right?
Right.
And he had rather large testicles, I must admit. And they removed his testicles, but they left the ball sack. Yeah. So now we have a cat with a ball sack and no testicles.
Oh my god. What has happened?
I feel like I'm dreaming. Except this is the weirdest dream ever.
I didn't.
Sorry,
We
Al.
got so far through this live stream. We're talking about a.
You're you're into your fitness, right? Swiftly moving on.
Yes, I am into my fitness.
Do you have any workout regimes that you tend to stick
You know
to?
what? It's been a real struggle during this time. Like I try and do like a 20-minute workout a day minimum, just because as much as it keeps my body fit, it also keeps my mind fit and honestly puts me in a good headspace. And I know it's draining because like 90% of what we're seeing at the moment on social media is fitness content and people saying, work out, it's going to make you feel good, you know, it's going to do this to you and that to you. But
Yeah.
it really does release endorphins and kind of just makes me a bit happier and feel a bit motivated during my day. But I will say that I don't have any structure to when I do it because, you know, again, I think the pressure of social media at the moment is everyone is looking so proactive and motivated.
Mm-hmm.
And people are then at home getting anxious and feeling guilty that they're in bed until 11 a.m. When it's like, what else is everyone meant to do? You know, you don't have that much to do in the day. If you want to stay in bed till 11 a.m., 1 p.m. in the afternoon, 3 p.m., do that and enjoy it and just sit with that feeling. But then once you get out, if you do want to do a bit of exercise and feel good, you don't need to do anything too crazy or too intense. Like I say, exercise is moving your body. So even if you're going to go on a walk or you can do a little HIIT workout, I've got a bunch of them on my profile, all body weight stuff.
Perfect.
And they're just kind of, you know, they'll get your body moving, your blood flowing, your heart beating, and you will feel good afterwards. And also because we're all binging. I don't know if you lot are binging, but I'm eating my body weight in junk food. Like I bought like 5 packs of 12 cream eggs.
Oh, I respect
That's
that.
a lot of cream eggs.
They're incredible. Cream eggs are like, I think they're probably, I'd go with my third favourite type of Cadbury's. It's like 12, then plain,
Oh,
because I'm a bit weird. I don't get why so many people disagree with 12. Apparently,
well, a twirl is like a flake, but a twirl.
yeah.
No, I like 12s. You're right. 12s are great, but I'd put cream egg number 1.
Yeah.
Right. Then Cadbury's mixed with dime.
That is good.
Oh, okay.
Number 2. That is, and then actually I'd be up there with a 12.
Nice, nice.
Respect to that.
Yeah.
Respect to that. But
Good
yeah, fitness.
Was that a cat?
No, I'm locked on my balcony. One of my brothers has taken my dog for a walk, and the other one's gone to get some food. And my balcony door is just closed.
Oh no.
Ah, ha, ha. We have a bit of a predicament. Well,
Anyway,
that means you have a bit of time to maybe teach us some of your workout routines, if you have any.
Would that be all right?
yeah. Do you guys want to?
Of course.
Yeah, we will literally just do it as we are.
What's right?
I know you've been up for 19 hours straight.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay.
We've
Right.
got full sense of self-respect and dignity at this point. Yeah, we might as well.
Okay. My top is off because I am in space.
I don't know. I feel like no, maybe not. I'm trying to work out where's the best place to put this. Now, yeah, do any of your workouts include hoverboards?
Oh, you've got a hoverboard. 100% it can do. So,
I feel like it's the laziest form of exercise.
yeah, it does, because for 20 seconds, you've got to spin around in a circle on the hoverboard whilst the other one of you does an exercise, and then you swap.
Right.
I don't know how good that is for fitness, but it might bring a bit of enjoyment. Okay.
Someone having to step off and then do an exercise.
Gonna get really dizzy really quick.
Yeah, you are, and then you might fall over and hurt yourself. So, health and safety. If anyone at home is doing this, don't use a hoverboard.
Yeah, no hoverboards in EL's workout class.
No, and if anyone wants to get involved at home right now, you can do. So do you want to do a workout, or you just want me to show you some exercises?
I think with time in consideration, I think if you could show us some exercises, because also the more we do, the less we will survive the last 4 hours of this live stream.
Okay, right. So the first exercise we're going to do, jumping squats.
Okay.
So you're going to squat and jump.
Okay. I can do that. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Go that way.
I can't.
Go that way.
I can't.
Go that way.
I can't.
Go that way. Go that way. I know where I'm going. Okay, what was it? Sorry. So squat and jump.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, keep on going. You got to do 10.
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, it's harder work than I thought.
5, 6, 4 more, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, can you tell I work out a lot?
What?
I said, can you tell I work out a lot?
Yeah, I can. Especially how those knees are bending and the jumper and jeans.
Yeah.
Perfect workout attire.
They are actually tracksuits, to be fair.
Oh, are they?
Just with zips for some reason.
Yeah.
I like them, don't worry.
Thank you.
Right, next one. This one is to get your heart racing and is a bit of a fat burner, and it's high knees. I don't know if you remember PE classes at school with high knees.
Yeah.
But fast high knees, bringing your knees up as high as they can go and pumping your legs and arms at the same time. Oh my God, wait, where did the cat go? 1 second.
Gilbert, get back here.
Gilbert, no.
So
Here he is.
He's not an outdoor cat, as in like he can't go and come. Someone would steal him. Anyway, high knees. Right.
Okay, so like that.
I'm just gonna.
And you want to go fast. Wait, stop. You're going to go for 10 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Oh no, I
4,
stepped on a segue.
5, 6,
Grand
7,
pass.
8, 9, 10. Nicely done. So obviously,
Harvey, I hate to break it to you, but I went a bit faster than you.
Yeah.
we can do a little competition between you two if you want.
Honestly, I don't think it's worth your time. I feel like by the end of it, we'll just both be like...
Yeah, I agree. Right, well, I'll show you 2 more exercises. The next one is burpees. Burpees is great for a full body kind of pump and burn, and just burns fat whilst also helps you tone up and get a bit leaner. They're kind of grueling and they're horrible, but you start standing, jump down onto the floor, press up, and then you jump back up and jump.
Yeah, Max has done the press up part and he's now on the floor and staying.
I don't
So what is
blame
it? You
it,
jump
to be
down,
honest. Jump down,
and press
now,
up.
and jump. Yeah, there we go. Check you out.
I can't be bothered.
No,
Go on, I'm
don't
gonna keep
blame
going.
you.
I'm gonna keep going. Wait.
No, oh, you're gonna go again? Okay.
Oh, I can't get down because that's super. Oh, okay, I'll stop.
Someone wrote burpees are torture, and the other guy goes, I love burpees. That is a mood, they're saying. And the final.
I'm just tired.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Maybe let's just, now stop.
We can do. Let's do one more. Let's do one more exercise.
Okay.
Got it in me.
Oh, right. One more exercise.
Yeah.
It's going to be lunging. So you step back and you go down and you pull.
Okay.
Do 5 on one leg and 5 on the other leg.
Nice. Good lunge.
Wait.
I've ended up in this position somehow.
Yeah, like that. 1 sec. You keep on going. My cat's disappeared again.
Oh, do you know what else going like?
Hey, the other leg. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Sweet.
Nice. Very nicely done. Oh, is that supreme?
Yeah.
Nice. Is it raining inside?
Yeah.
Who knew, hey?
Oh.
All right, so how do we donate to what you're doing? Where do we do that?
Yes. Okay. So basically, what we've got going is we've got 2 charities that we are donating to. Basically splitting the funds completely in half that we've raised. We've currently raised, I think, £6,000 over this live stream. So we're so grateful to everyone who's donated. And all you have to do is click the link in our bio. It takes you straight to a page and it'll say donate it now or something like that. And literally any amount of money helps. It's just so, we're so grateful that we've already reached our goal and completely gone past it. And there are also prizes for people who donate. We're supplying those. There's loads of cool things that they're listed on the website. I can't remember them off the top of my head because I've got a million things like sleeps and just please sleep going through my head right now. But yeah, that's happening. So yeah, thank you, Eyal, for being here.
My pleasure.
And,
thank you
and
for
making
having me
a slim, guy.
And I'm very proud of you guys. And I'm going to go and donate now. And I'm going to shout you lot out on my page. And keep on going. You don't have long left.
Thank you so much,
Eyal. You're an inspiration to us all. Love you.
No, you too. I mean, we're doing this for the charities, and for you to come on and help us out is just amazing, because obviously not everyone is willing to kind of do this for us and help us out. So yeah, massive thank you to you as well.
Keep it up. I love you both. Take care, and I'll see you soon.
Cheers, mate. See you later.
Bye. See you soon. Bye-bye.
And now a brief 2-minute intermission where Max and I think about what we've just done.
Hey, I'm alright, I think I handled those exercises pretty well.
I did not. I mean, I did them all. But
Same.
yeah, not really. I mean, barely. You scrape by doing them. It's kind of disappointing, really. If I'm completely honest.
What?
Whoosh! And I'm up. I'm ready.
Alright, well, I'm gonna finish this.
I'm ready for my close-up. If you want.
Time.
Yeah, we got some time.
Do you want to check the schedule?
Yeah, I know who's next, but I'm gonna check if they're coming in still. Only eyes. Okie dokie. We're still going. We're still here. We're still ready to raise money, even though we've done that a lot. And I want to once again extend our gratitude to all of you who have donated and who have stuck by us for the majority, if not the whole, of this live stream. So thank you all so much to everyone who's been here, whether it's from the beginning or as long as you possibly can. Any time being in this live stream means the absolute world to us. So thank you so much, all of you, for being here. And we cannot wait to be able to give the money to these charities that we've been raising the money for. And if I'm completely honest, I also cannot wait to go to sleep in 5 hours. It's going to be an exciting time for me. They're all saying TikTok update. We will do the TikTok update after this one finishes because it's on Max's phone. Thank you, Sapphire. Okay, let me put that there. I'll sort this out real quick.
Actually, I wonder if these are the same times. Hang on. 1, 2. That didn't work.
Cool. Okay. I think our next guest is about to be nearly here at some time. But while we're waiting, Max is going to work on his track still. And this track that Max is making, eventually we will record a video of us singing to it. I have to say, I don't think it's going to happen today because Max and I admittedly have been working a little bit too hard, and I don't think our voices are in great condition to be filming any covers for the next 12 hours.
Says you.
Yeah, says me. If you want to do it, then great. Have fun, but I'm going to sleep. I can't. I'm so tired. He's had 4 extra hours of sleep than me, so he's got a little bit more in the tank, so to speak. Whereas I'm here 4 hours ahead of this guy, just completely holding on to my last nerve or whatever it is that is to do with sleep. I don't know where I am anymore. Oh. So, a lot of you are probably wondering, because I know a lot of you have been watching with us, and a lot of you have been up since we've been up, and we're massively grateful for that. But obviously, what Max and I are doing as well is it does take a bigger toll on us because we've been kind of like consistently trying our best to be somewhat entertaining and talk and perform and just doing something all the time. And just to kind of give you an idea of how that's feeling for us right now. I don't know. Imagine what the feeling is like when you're kind of like, you're in your room, like you're about to go to sleep, and you're just like on your phone or something, and you basically are like slowly falling asleep and then waking up and slowly falling asleep and waking up. That's what it's like, except it's completely bright and I'm not on my phone. Well, technically. And it's just, I'm like that anyway. Like I could just kind of go like that and just go. But I'm doing my very best to stay awake. Thank you to everyone at Sebastian's Action Trust. I'm so sorry, that's such a tongue twister. But yeah, thank you guys for sticking with us for pretty much all of the live stream. What?
I don't know.
Is my laugh?
I like to laugh.
Honestly, you can say whatever you want. I don't care anymore. I'll just take it. It doesn't matter to me. Your opinion means nothing to me. Yeah, so I'm just gonna chill here on the floor because I feel like it's something that's keeping me awake. And thank you, Johnny. We love you. We're still here. It's hour. It's just about to be hour something.
Yeah.
What time did we start? 5, and it is now 1. So 7. It's 20. Hour 20. Hour 20 is what we're about to be on. Hour 20. Woohoo! I'm having so much fun. Oh my god, this is incredible. I love this so much. And I cannot tell you how much I want to sleep right now. But I'm not gonna give in. It's not time to give in yet. I've still got 4.5 to 5 hours to go. Because we're going over time. I don't care what people say. We're going over time because we need to make up for lost time when it wasn't working. Even though we were still on and we were still awake and we were still doing stuff. Gonna keep trying. Gonna keep going. Can I dye your hair, Angelic Marvey? Are you sure? I'm not. I don't really trust myself to dye my own hair. I barely let myself do it to me. Never mind anyone else. So yeah, I don't know.
Nice one.
Oh, that's not working. Let me have a check. Let me have a gander.
Oh, so sweet, good girl, baby.
Did you say holding it makes it work, the button?
If you just take a bit more time and use your main part of your thumb, then yeah.
It's not having it. It's literally going, nah. I don't know if our next guest is actually in the chat yet, but if you are, would you mind just commenting, maybe once or twice, just so I can see the comments, so I can click on your name and guest you in, because it's being difficult, and I'm gonna flag this all to Instagram so that we can get it fixed for future reference. Not saying that we're ever going to do a 24-hour live ever again, but just saying. So I have been told that our next guest is in the chat, but I cannot see his comments, which is really annoying. I'm so excited that I can't see his comments, but I promise I will find them. If you just keep commenting, that it will pop up eventually. Oh, what a time this is, huh? Wow, well, what a world we live in. Oh, can you just shut up? What are you doing? I probably shouldn't look away. Oh my god. There it is. I should probably sit up because I'm going to get cut off, aren't I? There we go. Here we are. Hello,
hey,
good sir.
Hello, fine sir.
how are you?
This is our first time meeting, I think.
I think it's the first time that we're not meeting via words.
Yes, not meeting via words. I like that. I think I like it even more because I don't have the capacity to not like it now.
You've been going 20 hours, right?
About that, yeah. I've actually been awake for now 28, 29 hours or something because I was setting up that morning yesterday.
And I've been about 24.
He had 4 hours extra than me because he stayed in bed while I was setting everything up. So
I once did. I attempted to do 100 gigs in 24 hours at Edinburgh Festival for the for Stand Up to Cancer. This was last Edinburgh Festival, and I've never regretted something more in my entire life. I was awake for like 30 hours, and I was just like, this is like making an impact on me for the rest of my life.
That sounds terrible. What did you do? Like, just do one joke and then leave? What was that?
Yeah,
like?
Basically, I would run in and be like, "Hey, how's it going?" and then leave. It's just absolute.
I like that.
I'm so tired.
Really...
I'm still confused about the context. Did you just barge in on someone's show?
Yeah, basically, that's what it became. It's like started off with like me doing my own little gigs, and then it like went into like me running into Edinburgh Festival shows and interrupting them, ruining their fine work, and just going like, "Hey, I'm Joel David for the TV," and then running away.
I must say, if you'd have done that when we went to Edinburgh Fringe a few years ago, I think we actually, I hate to, I won't name names or anything, but we did pay money to see a magician who's I think maybe one of his tricks in the whole show went right.
Oh, that's harsh. That's harsh.
It was quite depressing.
It was a few things went wrong.
It was a rather depressing magic show.
But it would have been incredible
Edinburgh
if you would have just run in and just.
Edinburgh Festival is the most beautiful place. Honestly, it's like
We love it.
Wonderful.
Once when I was, it was one of the first times I went. So this is probably like 10 years ago, something like that, 12 years ago. And I went to see this show that I was flyered for, and they said, "Oh, it's going to be amazing." It was like a student thing. And I was like, you know what? I've got nothing to do. I'm going to go watch it. Went, and it was the guy that gave me the flyer. It was his own show, and which is fine. And there was no one else there apart from one person, but that one person left. So it's just me and him in this tiny little theatre. And he, at the end of the show, got naked and poured red wine all over him and started like dancing. I swear to God, a bit of wine came off the end of his penis and went on my face.
We can't. Oh my God, the sign. It doesn't matter. We can't. Literally, we just had. I don't know if you know Eyal from Love Island. We just had him on, and he was just telling us about his cat that was neutered incorrectly. And now you're telling us about a penis story.
A strange man. We just can't avoid it today. Which, you know what? It's great. It's all. Look at this mess. Just great. But
that story was so good that it knocked the sign down. That's the.
Exactly, yeah. I was going to ask you, so obviously a lot of people in the UK will know that you took on the incredible task with a couple of mildly well-known faces, what are their names, Anton Deck or something, I don't know, and you did it without a studio audience. That was, what was that actually like? Because obviously no one would really...
Strangely liberating, I think. It was this weird thing where like, I think there's a lot of people having to adapt to the certain situation, yourself included, and I think it's a horrific scenario, but it's also strangely interesting, and like that. I think all of the American talk shows without audiences and Saturday Night Takeaway was interesting. I think it kind of made them a little bit freer, I think, without having to impress 700 people who are right there in front of you.
Yeah.
It's mad. I'm doing a show for ITV2 soon. I think it's going to be announced soon. And it's where they're filming in my house. And so filming it next week. And then it comes out, I think, the week after. And it's basically like me and my wife doing stuff and getting together clips and doing as what we can in our house to entertain the nation, essentially. It's going to be interesting.
Well, that is, yeah. So this sign develops from what we've been doing at home, because we actually... was sort of the first movement, our team, because we have a CBBC show that just the season 2 of it just finished, and we haven't announced anything yet, but hopefully, we've been filming for other stuff. We basically announced it already, but like we're so bad. But we actually had to sort of send over all of our footage, because obviously our camera crew aren't allowed here, our producer, our director. So they sent us all the kit. We've gone out into our sort of cabin filming studio, set it all up like useless buffoons poking sticks at machines, and it sort of managed to work. We sort of rigged a FaceTime to the camera so that the director can see the shot and tell us that we've set up everything horrifically wrong, and then he can fix it with us. And then we can sort of film the episode from there. So we have actually got an episode so far, but that shit, I don't know when that will be coming out. But yeah, it was exciting.
It's like we're suddenly having to become not just presenters, but also producers, directors, DOP.
Everything.
Yeah.
I don't know if you still get paid the same.
yeah, less if anything.
Probably. I don't know if you knew this, but we were actually meant to film something together.
What are we going to film together?
I think it was going to be a secret.
Shouldn't have, yeah.
So I shouldn't, and it's something that you would have been told nearer to the time, because it was something that we need to be more organised for than you do, I think. But
what would it be? Mark Singer? No.
No, we're not. No, but anyway,
not have announced
unimportantly, unimportantly, it is not happening because of the given circumstances. Whether it gets postponed or just doesn't happen is beyond us. But that's something that I just remembered being told, I think months ago. I'll give you a clue. Hey,
Tracy.
Oh. No. It's your show. It's your show called Hey. It's just called Hey. You know that one that you do? Yeah. Yeah, it's that one.
Yeah. Oh, that's exciting. It's great news.
Well, that we're not on it. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that it's been cancelled, basically.
Yeah, it's been postponed, so it'll be fine. It'll happen at some point, and when it does, oh my god, the thirst for it will be strong.
Oh yes. By the way, just so you're aware, I know the organisation for this has been completely like frantic. Like I know a lot of the texts you've probably received from us have been like, hey, you're still doing it? Because basically we've been putting this together for weeks now, because we're trying to raise as much money as possible for these two charities that are helping massively towards this whole coronavirus thing that is just messing everything up. And so the two charities are the Royal Manchester Children's Hospital and another charity called Sebastian's Action Trust. And they both basically they're both helping kids in need of severely ill kids, and also just the Royal Manchester. I can't say it; it's such a tongue twister. The Royal Manchester Children's Hospital, in my best BBC voice, is basically helping people kind of I guess helping kids that can't leave the hospital kind of feel like they're still being talked to and still being listened to and still kind of having fun whilst not being able to leave the hospital. So I think it's a really good cause, and obviously we're massively grateful that you're able to join us to kind of tell people to go and donate and help people and just do whatever they can to help, because that's important nowadays.
I'll reach out to as many people as possible.
Thank you so much. Just bringing your followers over to this live stream, obviously, because they all get notified that you're over here, is just amazing that we can kind of pass that message along to them. So thank you so much anyway for that.
You have more followers than me, so
if anything, not important. It's cross-pollination. That's what it is.
Exactly. Yeah. You scratch my back and I'll donate to yours.
Something like that. No, but I saw that you've just released something. It's you've got a new comedy show. I can't remember what channel it's on, or program, or
because of the madness and all the sort of crazy times. So I've got a stand-up special that I recorded last year in Leicester, and it's great. It's really, really cool. And so that's going to be on TV on the 8th of April on ITV2.
Is it something to do with comedy and misery as well?
Well, it's called Finding Emo. So it's basically about me trying to sort of get my band back together that I was in when I was 13. So it's me trying to find all the band members and get them back together and sing a song. But it's real. It's silly fun,
I think I might be thinking of something else then. What was the it's you did a live at the Apollo thing, but it was your own thing.
Yeah, that maybe I think that's what I'm talking about, like a live comedy show.
Oh, is it just called something different then? Because I saw the big sign said something like
unapologetic
comedy with.
Oh yes, I did a gig called Calm, to Comedy Against Living Miserably, which was on Dave.
Comedy Against Living Miserably.
So that was on Dave last week, I think, and it was about sort of comedians talking about mental health and then doing comedy about it. It was interesting, man. It's lots of interesting TV at the moment. It's fascinating. It's fascinating to see how people are doing it. But yeah, I'm excited about this Finding Emo special. It's like the first time that ITV2 have ever put a comedy special on their channel.
That's cool. Let's go. Breaking boundaries and all that. Oh yeah. I also have another question, and this is me going really deep back.
Deep
back. Oh God, I need to sleep. Because the first time I ever saw you on TV was in Practical Jokers.
Oh, sweet,
the UK edition, which
was it's so long ago now.
Yeah,
it's mad when I even see clips of it, and I'm like, oh my God, look at my face.
So
it was really great. I thought it was a really good show. I thought we did it really well, but then obviously the American one, it was it was we took the format from America, and then the American one also worked here, so they might as well have just it was cheaper for the channel to just keep the American one running, I think.
We preferred yours. Honestly, I absolutely loved yours because I think it was just the way that kind of like, I don't know, the way that British people interact with each other is almost better because I don't know. It's just all Americans are weird. Like those 4 guys are weird. Whereas the crew you guys had together, there was one person that was amazing at everything. Your sarcasm was above all. Like with people, the sort of awkward interactions was incredible. Like it was the funniest thing. And then was it? I forget his name.
Marek.
Was it Marek? Yes, that's him. He honestly. I don't understand that man, but he's just hilarious. He's genuinely so hilarious.
He was so funny. And it was also like the mad thing with that show, to get it commissioned, we had to assure the BBC that we were going to film most of it, if not all of it, in Scotland. And so just imagine for a second how scary it is as an English man going up to like people in Glasgow and just being like, hey, you look like an idiot. Like just
basically like, bullying Scottish people for TV and trying to get away with it. It's basically
this in the show. But there was 2 times in the second series where I was so close to being punched in the face. Like literally, like producers had to run in and break up like this guy trying to punch me in the face.
That's incredible. I'm sure you still stayed in character though, and still sort of went for
absolutely, 100%. I didn't at one point squeal and run away.
Perfect. That's what we need.
I was from it was really bad. But then also, Ant and Dec really loved the show, loved Impractical Jokers, and they took that format and then put it into Saturday Night Takeaway, and it's become a huge.
Of course, yeah. I didn't even think about that, to be honest. Yeah,
it's really great. They said to me when I saw them in the jungle, and they were like, "Oh, we love that show, and we're like sort of taking a little element of it to do in our own show." It's really cool.
Yeah, that is awesome to be kind of like a part of that all happening. And obviously, when you went into the jungle, was that? Would you say that was kind of when things started properly? I guess it's hard to see from obviously the outside because again we saw that on TV. But was that like a big game changer for you? Do you think?
Oh, it was huge, man. It was so huge. Like, honestly, I was just like, before it was kind of okay, you know, and it was sort of going slowly up the ladder, and I really enjoyed it. But then, then that changed everything, really. I you came out with loads more followers and loads of people sort of slightly knowing who I am. But the best thing is that now, 4 years later, people sort of don't know me necessarily for that. They know me for being a comic. And
of course, yeah.
And it's really moved into something different. I'm just happy I'm sort of still, I can't believe I'm still working, really. It's mad.
I would be surprised if you weren't. I would genuinely be surprised if you weren't.
Stop it.
And just before you go, I'm going to annoy my brother right now with a little game I like to call the Weird Questions game.
Okay, go.
I've played this game with at least 5 or 6 people. Just for context, we opened this live stream with Vinnie Jones.
Oh my God.
And he started swearing at us, and in a positive way. We love Vinny. We have a very banterous relationship, and he just insults us all the time. But yeah, so we sort of took his insults, and then I turned it into a game so that he wouldn't insult us as much. And it worked out well. You haven't insulted us yet, but I feel like I'm more asking the people that would have very different answers. Like I've asked a few Americans that have come on these questions. Vinny obviously is just a personality in himself. Dermot did this game as well, and he's sort of like a dad figure. So he's in that way. Some of these questions are pretty weird, and I'm assuming you've probably not been asked most of them. If you have, just leave the live because there's no point. There's no way. There's no way. But yeah, weird question. I'm gonna start with I think I'm gonna start with a weird one. Shut up, Harvey. I didn't say
I'm excited for this. Jump in at the deep end. Go.
Right. So hear me out. What inanimate object would be the most annoying to you if it played loud, upbeat music whilst being used?
What inanimate object would be the most annoying thing if it was while it was being used? The shower.
A shower. But surely
Or
you could sing in the shower.
a yoga mat. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yoga mat. I'm trying to
Very
chill
good.
out. I just like I roll it out and then it plays heavy metal.
What is your cure for the hiccups?
Mate, my cure: eat.
Eat.
Yeah, everyone's always on this drinking vibe, like, oh, drink and then hold it down, and then go on your head and like, no, just eat and then it's gone. By the time you've eaten a meal, it's finished.
What if you eat and it comes back up? That's what I get worried about.
No, you eat and then you just drink normally, and then you're so like, oh my god, this is delicious, that you then by the end of the meal you're like, oh yeah, my hiccups are gone, I forgot.
By the way, I forgot to tell you, with this game, we're also going to fight every answer you give us, just to be difficult.
Okay.
So, if someone narrated your life, who would you want to be the narrator?
I would narrate it myself to give myself extra work.
I respect Why would you do that to yourself? There's David Attenborough, man. Come on.
And then none of it would make sense, because it would be like, and then Joel, and everyone would be like, what? That's Joel.
You could feel like a fish, though, if you had David Attenborough. Do you not want to feel like a fish?
David Attenborough or Morgan Freeman, those would be the sort of classic answers, I think.
I was saying Brian Blessed would be a shout.
Yeah, I would go
Booming.
for someone like who sounds like really like cool, and like you'd get someone like Stormzy,
Martin
absolutely
Bashir.
does not represent me at all. Do you know what I mean? Everyone would be like, why has they got a rapper? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
One of the rappers that literally does not even pronunciate any of their words. Just
yeah.
What is the most ridiculous thing you have bought?
Most ridiculous thing I've bought. I bought a full tracksuit for my friend just before. Actually, I mean, it is ridiculous, but then then the coronavirus happened, and it's the most genius present of all time. I bought him a really bright full tracksuit because he's colorblind and he can't see what color it is, so he just thought it was a normal tracksuit, and then he just like wore it around all the time, and he didn't realize that it was like pink with like red stripes.
That's so cruel, but that is so brilliant. Oh my god! I love that. I might steal that idea. I don't know anyone that's colourblind. That's your idea in the bin. Well, his idea in the bin. Yeah. What is the most depressing meal you've eaten?
The most one's in the jungle, probably. Like you just have like just rice and beans every single day.
Fair.
Every single day. And
what
so
would
like
be...
you get so bored.
Sorry. I got excited there.
He gets really excited about his weird question.
The weird question game means a lot to me. I've really connected with it over this 20 hours. So you're going to have to bear with my inconsistency. What would be the best thing you could reasonably expect to find in a cave?
Best thing to reasonably find in a cave would be like a football, and then you could paint it like Wilson from Castaway.
Oh, I get that reference. It's when he because he's got no friends, so he like
oh yes, yeah.
I think that would be a good vibe. Something to find in a cave. A blow up bed would be a great vibe.
For what reason?
I mean, sleep on mostly.
That sounds nice right now, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty good vibe.
What is the spiciest thing you've ever eaten?
My spiciest thing I've ever eaten. I went to Mexico for this show called Joel and Nish versus the World, and which is on Netflix actually. You can watch it if you fancy. And
Love the
plug that. Well, I went to Mexico, and they just like love their spice there, and I had this mad. Basically, I was going to do a 30-mile ultra marathon with these guys, and then they drink this drink that is like a natural energy drink that they drink. And Nish went and got me this drink, and it was he found it and he was like, oh, it's called Pinole, right? And he was like, Joel, I found you some Pinole. So this was the night before the race. And he gave it to me and I drank it. I just downed it all and thought it'd be really funny. And so downed it and I was like, I feel so energetic. This is amazing. Fine. Funny scene. Cool. Next day, I was going to do the race. I woke up and I did not stop having diarrhea. It was the worst thing in the world. I woke up and honestly, it was so bad. And I was just about to run 30 miles with these guys who are like tribal runners. They're amazing. And then they gave me like this traditional garb that they wear. And it was like a red top and a white skirt. And basically I had to run 30 miles and try and not shit myself in a white skirt.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Oh, that, yeah.
I'm gonna give you one. Let's do one more question. This is probably the most normal question, just because I want to know, and it's actually helpful for people to understand, especially sort of about this whole pandemic that's going on, where they can find their news. Because you're obviously a very reliable source, very smart man. I can tell by your enunciation of words and stuff. And you also just said enunciation.
Yes, and you enunciated it perfectly.
Idiot. Where'd you get your news, Joel?
I'm just gonna chill.
Joel, where'd you get your news?
Where do I get my news from?
Your news.
I mean, I base all of my news decisions on what you post on your Instagram. So I don't really know. You guys told me that the coronavirus was a thing.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, actually. I remember we posted it directly to Joel as well. Like, we tagged him and everything.
Yeah.
We only meant to tell him.
I get my news from a variety of sources. BBC News usually, because it's supposedly impartial, and then I pop onto the Daily Mail every now and again just to feel salacious.
Right. Nice. Yeah. That makes sense.
That is very fair.
That's how you do. It's like it's sort of your Daily Mail is like your dirty little friend that you like to have a little conversation with that you like makes you feel all dirty.
I feel like people can relate. And on that note, that's the end of the Weird Questions game. You've definitely given us some of the best answers for that. So thank you for joining in. Thank you for giving us your time. And also, just before you go, I want to remind everyone why you've probably turned up. Joel doesn't actually like us, everyone. He just cares about charity. So basically what you could do is there's a link in our Instagram bio if you're here with Joel, of course. And if you wouldn't mind maybe taking some time to have a look at it, you can donate whatever money you possibly have. It would be great to donate to the Sebastian Actions Trust, which helps terminally ill kids that can't get outside of their houses and their families that can't get outside to get them supplies and get them the help that they need. And also the Royal Manchester Children's Hospital, which helps kids that are stuck in the hospitals, cannot even get out to see sunlight. The people that work there just bring them joy constantly. And thank you so much, Joel, for being here.